Hello everyone and welcome to Erebus Gaming. We've got some more Dynasty Warriors 8 here for you, and this is the Battle of Baidi Castle. And I started with Xiahou Dun, so I'm going to finish with him. Unfortunately he's a bit high level for this, he's level 60. Two standard 4-star weapons. The reason he's level 60 is because I don't know if you've seen the max combo rage attacks that I've posted. I used Xiahou Dun as one of them, and to be honest that gave him a major level boost. Anyway, let's stick to this actual battle. So this is the final WEI battle on the hypothetical route, and as I said, it's the attack of Baidi Castle. And on this one, every enemy you kill actually dies, apart from, well, the main guys anyway. I think in this story, Xiahou takes quite a lot of Xiahou's officers and they join him, but the majority of the good guys in Xiahou, they all die. So the likes of Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Guan Yu's children, Zhu Liang, Xiahou Dun, and obviously Liu Bei himself. So we're going to go straight out here and we're going to just jump down and we're going to take on Fei Yu. Now Xiahou Dun is probably one of the best characters to get his rage maxed out straight away, ready for use. As you can see there, I just did a standard switch counter already. I'm nearly maxed out, about 95% of the way through. And the majority of the enemies on here, the normal ones are not true troubling. And to say that Xiahou Dun's level 60, I didn't really find that much of a benefit from him being higher level. I noticed that a couple of the enemy officers died a little bit faster, but apart from that, it was still quite difficult. As you can see, I've got quite a long length health bar, but I still struggled in some circumstances. And what I've been doing with this Rage Muso is, rather than actually using it on single enemy officers, when you max your Rage up, if you use it and just attack normally, if you don't actually use the Rage Muso, you get full Muso available to you. I find that much more beneficial for taking out these smaller unknown officers per se. So what we're going to be doing now is we're taking out Liu Yun. I've been talking all this time, he's already dead. We're going to move down here and then we got UG. I believe once you take this guy out, the fire attack stops. And again, simple switch counter tactics, works a treat. Just get those privates from behind you in front of you. His Muso attacks are brilliant. That's his alternate Muso there, sends them all flying. His jumping Muso is just a big smash on the floor, as quite a lot of them are. And his normal Muso is quite similar to his alternate one, but it does like a, I don't know what the word is, it does a bunch of slashes in front of him. And you'll see that I'm using his X attack there. I believe that's 4 squares and a triangle, no, 5 squares and a triangle, I think. Oh no, 2 squares and a triangle, sorry. So that's 2 squares, triangle, 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 triangle. Lots of squares and triangles going on. So we're moving on now to Mi Fang, and what you'll see me do here is not kill him on purpose, because I know that this guy is strong to my affinity. So what I'm going to do here is take him down to near no life, switch it around, get a bunch of guys next to him, wait for him to do a power attack, and build my rage back up. I'm going to do that again, because the next enemy officer that I'll be taking out is Xiahou Dun. And we don't really want to be going unprepared against this guy, because he's pretty dangerous, especially since he has one of those red clouds around him. And to be honest, I would be, oh no, sorry, he doesn't have a red cloud on him, I thought he did. But anyway, he's dangerous regardless of whether he has a cloud on him or not. And if you take him out this time, he actually dies. It'll tell you in the messaging system in the middle that Xiahou Dun has been slain. So again, we're just saving that rage just in case he decides to trigger his Muso and I haven't got any. But to be honest, it's pretty easy. We're getting behind him and we're just working at him. Not much problems at all. We've got some allies there as well. We've got Wang Shuang waiting to help us out. I suppose with this I might as well state, whilst nothing majorly is going on in the background, is that I have purchased Dynasty Warriors XL, and I will be running through that one. As you're probably aware, I haven't done the Jin story, And the reason for that is I wanted to save the Jin story, including all the extra stories and of course Lu Bu's story. I've been saving them until XL's come out so I can have a crack at them on the Nightmare difficulty, I believe it is, the step up from Chaos. Hopefully that'll be much more of a challenge. I hope it's not just going to be like the majority of these levels are, where the enemies are still dumb but they hit hard if you make a mistake, and it's more of a grind fest, to be honest. So I'm hoping that that difficulty will bring in some sort of new AI abilities that make them a bit smarter rather than just the standard thing. But again, any difficulty that pushes me past Chaos, I'm happy to try. Now at this point you just need to take out these ballistae with the ballistae that's on the boat, and as soon as you take these out there'll be a little cutscene. I thought I'd include this here since it's Guan Ping and it's his final fight. Unfortunately he gets absolutely annihilated as soon as he hits the deck, as you'll see right here. Do a couple of defences. This guy's got the red cloud on it. I've got mistaken with Xiahou Dun. And we'll go in with a rage attack. We're not messing around with Guan Ping because we know that he hits hard. I'm going to take him out there. He's gone. Guan Ping has been slain. So that's one of Guan Yu's sons taken out. Get to the end of this bit here, you want to just follow the path round. Run through all these enemies. And we want to make our way to the centre of Baidi Castle. And this is where things start to get interesting. We've got Guan Yu and Zhang Fei just above there, but our main target at the minute is Jiang Yong. We want to take him out because he is in control of the Erebos at the bottom of these stairs. And as soon as we take him out, our allies can progress, which is great because I really do need him on this one, because it's just me against all these guys and I don't really feel comfortable. we've got Jian Yong, and we've got a couple of unit commanders and another enemy officer that's somewhere behind us. There he is, coming to fight now. This is Zhuge Jun. So all we're going to be doing here is we're just going to be abusing the rage system, to be honest. We don't really want to be taking too many risks with these guys, because if we can get around these guys we can then move on to the big boys, Zhang Fei and Guan Yu. So you can see, just utilising this rage window that I have, and then I'll finish it off with a rage Muso attack. Zhuge Jun's not going to like this at all. Managed to escape, did he? Yeah, did he heck. Took out a unit commander there as well, and there's another one. There we go. Right, so that's the enemy officers defeated there. And we've got another one here. We've got Xiahou Yuan. Yuan? No idea where he came from. And that unit commander got a nice attack on me there. You see my life pretty much disappeared. But again, full rage, so let's abuse this easy to get rage. I mean, out of all the enemy officers and officers that I've played with, I've got to say Xiahou Dun is probably one of my favourites. I do like him. His ability with the sword's brilliant, and he's just a genuine badass, isn't he? And what do you guys think? Do you agree? I mean, what do you think to Xiahou Dun? His gameplay, his Musos, rage, etc, etc. Out of anything, if I was to pick a fault with Xiahou Dun, his rage is probably not the best. It's very good in close quarters, but it fails to bring in the enemies, and it's really slow as well. So you can't really chain enemies that are within each other very easily. As you saw there, I just got a bit of health. He's helped me out, and now I've got Zhang Fei, Cheng Yin, and Guan Yu to take out. And I've got no rage, no Muso. Like to challenge myself, really, don't I? But we're going to try and break Guan Yu's affinity system here. That should hopefully push my rage, or at least give me a Muso. There we go, and we've got a rage now. That's his normal Muso attack there, pretty effective. I want to get away from that, but they all nearly had me then. Can we take Guan Yu out in this one? I don't think so. He's got a bit too much health, this guy. Nah, he's going to need another one, isn't he? DL barely even took half his life out. Again, probably get that defense, let them come to me. I'm struggling here now. I mean, I've got no rage and no Musos. I just know that Zhang Fei is going to try it. He always tries it. He's my arch nemesis. Fortunately, I managed to get a swift attack in there. I'm going to follow that up by going straight after Guan Yu. He tries to do a Muso there. Fortunately, it wasn't within his grasp. We can hit him a couple of times. We've got Zhang Fei in there as well, so working at his life a little bit, which is always good. But these guys are taking a serious beating. Just been very cautious. See, I knew we were waiting for it. There he is. Get away from that. And neither of them are weak to my affinity either, so it makes it that much more difficult because I can't abuse the counter system. There we go again. See if we can chip at a bit more of their life. I'm trying to switch his weapon then. There we go, Guan Yu's down, so we just got a Zhang Fei left now. Always got a Zhang Fei left. Every single time it's always Zhang Fei. There we go. Oh man, look at that. Damn. He always does it. I have no idea how he manages to do it, but he always seems to sneak in an attack like that. And that almost wiped me out. Fortunately, the shockwave that he gave off first before his second shockwave actually knocked me out of his range. So he kind of shot himself in the foot there, really. So there we go, we're taking out Zhang Fei as well. Now to move on, you just need to break the doors with the catapult. Fairly simple, just move it up. 2 hits and it's gone. And as you break into this, I think it's Liu Shang decides to join. You can see him just above there in the map, that little red dot. And all I'm doing before I go in there is I'm waiting for my enemy officer. Why do I keep on saying enemy? My allies to come catch up with me. But because this is now opened, I thought I'd take him out. I don't want to be getting pincered. So we've got Han Sui and Liu Xiang. Yep. And no life at all. So I'm quite impressed with myself for actually going in there and just trying it. I'd normally be scouting around looking for some health. He's nearly wiped out in 2 Muso attacks. And there's the jumping Muso. There we go, he's down. And now we have Han Sui left. We're just going to bring him out a little bit there before we actually try to take him out. I'm very cautious of my life and I know I haven't got a lot of it. Let's get right behind him. This guy is pretty weak. And that X attack there just saved my ass. They're getting bloody close, aren't they? Get right behind him. They're very easy to get behind because you just do that square attack there and he kind of slides a little bit and if you time it right you can just get right behind him. And Han Sui will die eventually if he stops defending like a little girl. There we go, Han Sui's down. So now we can move into the final area, and by far not the easiest area. And what I found the best way is to move to the right hand side, and you have to be careful here because Zhuge Liang appears and they has ballista which you cannot destroy, which makes this very, very frustrating. And we're going to move straight on to Zhang Bao. There you can see the bloody ballistas do my head in. Fortunately my allies have pretty much wiped out the majority of his life anyway. I've just got to give him a couple of hits. There we go, Zhang Bao has now been slain. We can move up a bit further. This is where it gets a bit messy. A bit of luck never hurt anybody in this area. And we've got Zhuge Liang. We went straight into rage. Probably not the best idea because Zhuge Liang does have quite a bit of health. And he escaped my rage attack as well, which makes it even worse. And this is what I mean by it, his rage attack's a bit slow. I only hit Zhuge Liang a couple of times there just due to the fact that my rage attack doesn't have the area or range of attack, and it's slow. And I'm getting juggled by the ballista. Just got to try and keep on moving. Try not to stay in the same spot so the ballista don't lock on you. Unfortunately, we took Zhuge Liang out there, so we don't have to worry about the ballista anymore. And we've got Guan Suo and Guan Yinping left. The final two of Guan Yu's children. Fortunately, both strong to my affinity. If they stop using Musou attacks like that, and we can eventually, when they come to us, abuse the switch counter system to build my rage up. Wow, that wasn't very good, was it? Notice that there's quite a lot of enemies behind me, so might as well do a U-turn here. Oh, get away from her. Fortunately, the animation on the switch counter saved me there, and if I didn't jump away, she would have hit me with a shockwave, which would have killed me. Because if you can see, well, I don't know if you can actually see, I can't from here, but do I actually have any health? And why am I going against Guan Yinping and Guan Suo with that amount of health? Bloody nuts. Almost got her here. Just juggling her a little bit, hopefully trying to get max Musou, but I think my allies are going to stop me from doing that, so let's just take her out. We've got a Musou attack anyway, so we can hopefully use that to our advantage when fighting Liu Bei, and that should trigger a full Musou, a full rage Musou. And there he is, Liu Bei. Fortunately I didn't have to, just did a straight switch counter on him. We'll finish it off with another one, and then we are going to trigger the rage attack. We don't really want to mess around with Liu Bei, and with the amount of health I've got, even a private could take me out with just a random hit from any point. So, oh, did try to do a Musou attack on me there. Fortunately, I triggered my rage, and I don't think I'm going to kill him. No. Let's get onto him quickly. Man, intense. Let's go at him again. Give him a little kick, and there we go. Liu Bei's down. And that is the end of the WEI story. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on Jin on the Nightmare difficulty.